Welcome to the segment on this channel where we look at tons and tons of stuff about a certain subject that has come out in the recent years. We're studying some science, baby. So pull up a seat, take some tea, maybe coffee, man, I don't know. Maybe, hey, I like bourbon. Why not take the bourbon? Let's put on some headphones. So what we're looking at today, we're looking at science news, but also we're looking at ScienceDaily.com. If this works out pretty good, we'll keep doing it. All right? So, first off, let's start with this one. We'll go in order from what's pulled up. An ancient creature thought to be a teeny dinosaur turns out to be a lizard. Oh, this is sad. Weird hummingbird-sized Ocongrai has puzzled scientists since its discovery. Let's see, what is this about? June 14th, 2021 at 11 a.m. Okay, so it's fairly recent. A tiny creature caught in amber 99 million years ago isn't the smallest dinosaur ever found. Wait, what? It is actually a lizard, albeit a really bizarre one. Wait, what? Researchers report June 14th in Current Biology. Wait, it's captured in amber? No, this is even more sad. Unusual morphology in the mid-Cretaceous lizard Oculudentavis. Oh, no pick. Oh, there's a pick. Oh, yeah. It almost looks like a bird from this angle, but a lizard from this angle. I see it. Well, these are scales. Mental and post-mental scales? Okay. Well, that's weird. This is cool. Oh, cool. This looks like a bird. You can't tell me that doesn't look like a bird. It's just without the beaks. Actually, some birds do have teeth. Oh, this is weird. This is two different looking creatures. Ooh, cool. Okay, let's go back to this one. Now, a third team of scientists report the discovery of a second amber fossil that so closely resembles Ocongrai. As to belong to the same genus. And the new specimen, dubbed Onaga, includes parts of the lower body that clearly reveal the members of genus Oculudentavis to be lizards. Say paleontologist Arnaud Bolle of the Institut Catalan de Paleontologia, Michael Crucifort in Barcelona and colleagues. I can say those words. The researchers used CT scans to examine both specimens, and I guess that's what we just looked at. So basically, these are two different... Wait, so are these the same? Wait, no. I mean, let's see. Onaga and Ocongrai, A and K, A through J, whoa, are two specimens over an entire species, right? Or is different? Dorsolingual view of the dentary in Onaga and Ocongrai is shown. Scale bar represents 1 millimeter. Holy crap. Scale bar, ooh, that tiny. That is tiny. Encased in amber. This makes me sad. Get the DNA from it, guys. Bring it back to life. Maybe we'll have a tiny Jurassic Park. Come on, I'm willing to have a tiny Jurassic Park. Give me that tiny Jurassic Park. Be less dangerous, you know. Come on. Let's move on to the next one. For some dinosaurs, the Arctic may have been a great place to raise a family. Fossil baby teeth and bones hint that some dinosaurs reared their young near the North Pole. I mean, it does make sense. What were dinosaurs? Warm-blooded, we think. We think. Are birds warm-blooded or cold-blooded? Lizards aren't the same as dinosaurs, unfortunately. I don't understand. I don't know. This came out June 24th, 2021. 2021? Okay. My mouth just wanted to add more 20s. It wanted to be so far in the future, it wanted to skip time travel. Dinosaurs didn't just summer in the hot Arctic, they may have lived there year-round, new fossil evidence suggests. Hundreds of bones and teeth found along the Colville River in northern Alaska belong to dinosaur hatchlings, researchers say. The remains, which fell from outcroppings of the Prince Creek Formation, represent 7 dinosaur families, including Tyrannosaurus, duck-billed hadrosaurs, and horned and frilled ceratopsids. These are the northernmost non-avian dinosaurs that we know of, say paleontologist Patrick Drunkenmiller. This is a rough name. Drunkenmiller, yeah. of the University of Alaska Museum of the North in Fairbanks. Museum of the North? And now it's clear they're not just migrating into polar latitudes, he says. They're actually nesting and laying and incubating eggs, practically at the North Pole. Some of these dinosaurs incubated their eggs for up to 6 months. Previous evidence in January 23rd, 2017. That would have left a little time for any dinos nesting in the Arctic to migrate south before winter set in. Druckenmiller and colleagues report online June 24th in Current Biology, and any offspring would have struggled to make the long journey. Ooh, what are these? These are hundreds of teeth and bones of baby dinosaurs. Oh no, baby dinosaurs. Oh no, not the baby dinosaurs. Oh yeah. The Arctic was slightly warmer during the dino's lifetime than it is today. Makes sense. Between around 80 million and 60 million years ago, the region had an average annual temperature of about 6 degrees Celsius, similar to that of modern-day Ottawa. Yeah, look at how French we are. That just sounded like a pirate. Maybe I need to do better. Look at how French we are. Was that better? I am not a French. French. I am not French. British. Fossilized plants from the Prince Creek Formation indicate. All of that stuff I mentioned before I went on a tangent. Still overwintering dinosaurs would have endured months of darkness, cold temperatures, and even snowfall. Yeah. What? Doggy needs out, hold on. We're back in at it again, I'm feeling so low. You wasted time on messing with me, you're freaking so cold. Because it's in the Arctic. But also it says they may have fought the cold with insulating feathers or some degree of warm-bloodedness. And the herbivores may have hibernated or eaten rotten vegetation. Ew. When fresh food diminished in the dark months. Ooh, that's weird. Finding these baby dino fossils unearthed more questions than answers, he admits. We've opened a whole can of worms. And I gotta say, I would love to fish with those worms, okay? This is awesome. Please, let's have more questions. I want more questions, baby. Let's more. Have you ever wanted to know what poop is in the dinosaur era?
Nope.
Well, fossilized dung from a new dinosaur ancestor yields a new beetle species. Why? Why? This is just why. Ancient feces contain more details about life long ago than previously thought. Really? Do I even have to read this? This is kind of obvious. This is June 30th, 2021. Fossilized dung is also known as coprolite. I don't like that name. Sounds too metally. Or-ish. Can reveal insights about the diets of extinct creatures that body fossils can't. For example, coprolites have been used to show that some dinosaurs have plant-based diets, also ate crustaceans? Does that mean they were omnivores? And more stuff about poop. Oh no! Oh, here we go. What is this? 5 millimeters. Oh dear, that's gross. Gross, I say. The synchrotron scan revealed whole beetle fossils that rival the quality of similar specimens in amber. Well, that would have changed Jurassic Park entirely. Holy crap. It's like, I didn't find this mosquito with the blood of dinosaurs in an amber, but I found it in its poop, fossilized coprolite, if you know what I'm saying. Just smear that stuff all over me. I'm bathing in essentially gold at this point. That would have been a very different Jurassic Park. The whole beetle's fossilized exoskeletons lacked the joints needed for classification, but by piecing together the fragmented beetles, the researchers were able to reconstruct these features. As a result, the team identified the insects as a new family of species of beetle named Triamixa coprolithica. Oh yes. Wait a minute, you just called it a dung beetle. You literally just called it a dung beetle, but fossilized dung beetle. Really? Quarnstrom. Oh, how? What? Quarnstrom. Is it Q silent? Schwarnstrom. This guy hopes more paleontologists will begin to recognize how useful coprolites can be. This dinosaur's ancestor was doing a bit of the field work for us, he says. We wouldn't have been able to find these insects otherwise. Maybe. That is true. This big-headed dinosaur might have preferred walking over flying. Well, what do you think? He's got a big head? I mean, come on. I would prefer walking too.
Dinosaur-killing asteroid may have made Earth's largest ripple marks. Impact created a tsunami that etched massive structures under what's now Louisiana, say studies.
Yes. The impact zone for that meteor is technically in the Gulf of Mexico. The asteroid impact that slew the dinosaurs may have also indirectly sculpted the largest ripple marks ever found on Earth. A series of ridge-like structures more than 3 stories high and spaced nearly 2 Eiffel Towers apart appear to be buried about 1,500 meters beneath central Louisiana. The oversized features are mega ripples shaped by a massive tsunami generated by the Chicxulub asteroid impact, researchers report in the September 15th Earth and Planetary Science letters. Mega ripples. Give me mega ripples. That's not mega ripples. What are you talking about? I don't see no rip. I see rip over here. Give me this rip. Rip. Hold on. Figure. You not even let me do this. And I would like to go into view full text. Oh no. I'm scared. Come on, stop it, baby. It won't let me see it. Blah. It's just interesting that something that happened 66 million years ago could be so well preserved. Buried 5,000 feet down in the sediments of Louisiana, says geologist Gary Kinsland of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Ripple marks are repeating sequences of ridges. Well, we know this. Found at sandy beaches or stream bottoms that form as wind or water flows over the loose sediment, blah, blah, blah. While the structures found by Kinsland's team have an average height of 16 meters and are spaced about 600 meters apart. That's kind of long, but not too long. I wonder how much that is in United miles. 600 meters to a yard? Nope. Mile. Really? Only 0.37 miles? Dang, that's from here to the bridge at my house. Dang, I could run that in 3 minutes. I'm lying about that running thing. Despite the tsunami's width, no one has ever found ripple marks formed by the wave before. Oh, we do get picture. Hey, geologist Harry Agdal initially discovered the newly described ripples while searching for coal deposits. Oh, really? Trying to get rich. I can see you. I know where you're coming from. I knew where the layer. What are you doing, mousey pie? What are you doing? I knew where that layer was from in geologic time, and I knew what happened there. Kinsland says, I knew there should be a tsunami. The supposed ripple marks were preserved all this time thanks to the depth at which they formed underwater. Other studies suggest that the region of present-day Louisiana in which the ripples took shape was 60 meters below the sea surface at that time. At that depth, the ripples would have been beyond the reach of tumultuous storm activity that could have erased them. Then, over millions of years, the marks were slowly buried by other sediment. Oh, a smaller analogous, whichever one's correct, set of structures may exist off the coast of Japan. There, Nihon. There, a repeating sequence of underwater dunes was reported to have appeared after the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. Those dunes look nearly identical to the ripples marked buried beneath Louisiana, except for their size, Kinsland says, supporting the notion that the taller structures were also produced by a tsunami, though one of a much larger magnitude. Holy crap. That means, literally, that those dunes were created by that earthquake. That was the most powerful earthquake, right? I forgot. So it would have caused ripples and dunes like that. That's amazing! That's amazing! That's amazing! Books over there and books over there. I'm lonely here. How about you? Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, let's move on. Climate change helps some dinosaurs migrate to Greenland. I'm going to get very claimed on this. If you see something down below that says climate change on it, ignore it. We're not talking about the now. We're talking about the years past. A drop in CO2 levels helped massive plant eaters trek from South America to Greenland. Yes, I actually do know this, because they formed greater jaws because the lack of CO2 caused the plants to harden, and therefore were created, better jaws. You get it. You understand, right? And this is basically what this says, right? But during much of the late Triassic epoch, which spans 233 million to 215 million years ago, Earth's carbon dioxide levels were incredibly high, as much as 4,000 parts per million. Yeah, in comparison, CO2 levels currently are about 415 parts per million. Climate simulators have suggested that the level of CO2 would have created hyper-arid deserts and severe climate fluctuations, which could have acted as a barrier to the giant beasts. With vast deserts stretching north and south of the equator, Kent says there would have been few plants available for the herbivores to survive the journey north for much of that time period. Wait, what? Previous estimates suggest that these dinosaurs migrated to Greenland about 225 million years ago to 205 million years ago. To get a more precise date, Kent and his colleagues measured magnetic patterns in ancient rocks in South America, Arizona, New Jersey, Europe, and Greenland. All locales where sauropodomorphs fossils have been discovered. These patterns record the orientation of Earth's magnetic field at the time of the rock's formation. Holy moly! Here we go, trekking up the way to this. Boom, 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 and up across the river. Whoa, that's cool. This is Florida. This is what Pangea looked like, I guess. Not Pangea, but something similar, I would say. Cool. The magnetosphere. Around the time that sauropodomorphs appeared in Greenland, carbon dioxide levels plummeted with a few million years to 2,000 parts per million, making the climate more travel-friendly to herbivores, the team reports. The reason for this drop in carbon dioxide, which appears in climate records from South America and Greenland, is unknown, but it allowed for an eventual migration northward. So that means that carbon dioxide literally dropped half. Pretty good. This study reminds us that we can't understand evolution without understanding climate and environment. Yes, even the biggest and most awesome creatures that ever lived were still kept in check by the whims of a climate change. Yes, that's true. And they didn't build gigantic monstrosities that pollute the sky either.
Bat-winged dinosaurs were clumsy flyers.
Why does that look like a dragon? That's a wyvern, not a dragon. Even though it had bat-like wings, Ambopteryx longibrachium was more of a short-distance glider than an active flyer, like a flying snake. Right?
They're a failed experiment, he says.
Was the first thing I come to. It was like, they're failed! You failed! Yichi and... Yichi? Who's Yichi? What? You can read this article for free. What? This dinosaur's ride may have been a glide. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I get it. There we go. Ooh. These two dinosaurs were crow-sized dinosaurs and lived about 160 million years ago. They were distant cousins, both belonging to a bizarre group of dinosaurs known as Scansoriopterigids. 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 Rigids? Really? Really now? Scansoriopterigids. Unlike other Scansoriopterigids, however, these two specimens sported large wings with membranes, thin skin stretched between elongated arm bones. Wyverns do exist. They do. Look at the bat. Wyvern, boom. Dragons. Oof. Scansoriopterigids were a branch of theropod dinosaur, the same group that includes giants like Tyrannosaurus rex, as well as the ancestors of birds. Birds. Oh! Theropods were just dinosaurs with teeth, essentially, with sharp teeth. Theropods were carnivores, and something else was herbivores, and the dichotomy existed. If you think about it, what kind of dinosaur eats meat? ones that stand up on two legs. What kind of herbivore dinosaur is there? I mean, there are multiple, but usually herbivores don't stand on two legs. Besides a few. Also, I have yet to see a four-legged carnivore dinosaur. No, I'm lying. Although, would that thing with a fin on it, a big large fin, it starts with a D. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I don't know. Let me look it up. Four-legged dinosaur carnivore. That's a four-legged dinosaur. Carnivore is a four-legged dinosaur. Tyrannosauroids had powerful forelimbs. Fourth metacarpal in the hand. What might have walked on all four legs. Really? Oh yeah, I forgot they did find out that Spinosaurus could also walk on four legs. But I mean like solely four legs. Like this obviously would walk on four legs. This could obviously not. But this, I forgot what this is. Is this even a dinosaur? I mean, yeah, Postosuchus. But Postosuchus is a crocodile. It's not a theropod. Actually, so this is probably the only theropod. Also, its hands are backwards. What? I guess. Its hands are backwards. Oh no. Its hands are backwards. Why is my mouth not moving? Hello? Huh? Is my mouth not moving? My mouth is not moving for some reason. Why not? My mouth is not moving for some reason. My mouth. It only goes forward like my mouth is not moving for some reason. Maybe I need to get closer. Hey. Oh no. I got calibration, please. Oh no, I forgot the audio lip sync. What? I forgot to do the audio lip sync. Oh no. I've made 4 videos already. Dang. Crap. This, hands are backwards. Brontosaurus. That is not Brontosaurus. It don't look like it. Yeah, okay, I should get off the subject. Okay. Anyway, these are like literal. These are literal. Very literal wyverns. Might even be, well, no. Would they be the precursor to bats? I don't think so. I mean, they could. I'm not sure if they did. The bat-winged dinosaurs weren't great flyers. It's a surprise. It's just for show. The fossil record of this group is really bad. It is very poor data. I would also suggest that it's very, very few and far between. If they weren't great flyers, they might have been gliders. Next, the dinosaur-killing asteroids impact radically altered Earth's tropical forest. Old news. A newfound feathered dinosaur sported fuzz and weird rods on its shoulders. The chicken-sized carnivore is the first feathered dinosaur, fossil, I should say, found in southern hemisphere. Whoa, cool looking. It is called Ubirajara jubatus. The fossil is a chicken-sized meat eater from Brazil. Hear it from my guys and gals over at Brazil. My Brazilian brothers and sisters of knowledge. It had a mane of fluffy filaments and a pair of stiff ribbon-like streamers emerging from both shoulders in the first dinosaur with feathers ever discovered in the southern hemisphere. Named Ubirajara jubatus. The plucky predator lived 110 million years ago and probably used its unusual shoulder feathers and mane for display purposes. I mean, like birds? That makes more sense, after you think about it. Temporary removal? A maned theropod dinosaur from Gondwana with elaborate integumentary structures. The publisher regrets that this article has been temporarily removed. A replacement will appear as soon as possible, in which the reason for the removal of the article will be specified, for the article will be instated. So is this real? Is this real? The name Ubirajara means Lord of the Spear, while jubatus comes from the Latin word for maned or crested. Yes, but since the whole entire thing, it was taken off, I'm not sure if we could trust that. but we probably could. I don't know. We'll have to do more research. But later. Now let's move on to Science Daily. Who was the king before the Tyrannosaurus? Uzbek fossil reveals new top dino. This was September 8th. Oh, current time is the 16th of September. Yes. Why am I doing this in another year? Iconic Tyrannosauroids. Sauroids. Oh, that's a weird name. Tyrannosauroids! Hey, Brian, it's the Tyrannosauroids! I got Tyrannosauroids, my doc. Famously dominated the top of the food chain at the food web. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a chain. At the end of the reign of dinosaurs, but they didn't always hold that top spot. In a new study published in Royal Society Open Science, a research team led by the University of Tsukuba, has described a new genus and species belonging to Carcharodontosauria, a group of medium to large-sized carnivorous dinosaurs that preceded the Tyrannosauroids as apex predators, like the Carcharodontosaurus, my personal favorite dinosaur of all time. Oh dear. The new dinosaur, named Uzbeksaurus, Uzbekistan? Really? It was Uzbekistan? Uzbekistanesis. Ulubiksaurus, Uzbekistanesis. Can I say this properly without flubbing my words? Ulubiksaurus, Uzbekistanesis was found in the lower upper Cretaceous Bisecti formation of the Kizilkum Desert in Uzbekistan, and therefore lived about 90 million years ago. 90, huh? Two separate evolutionary analyses support classification of the new dinosaur as the first definitive Carcharodontosaurian discovered in the upper Cretaceous of Central Asia. We describe this new genus and species based on a single isolated fossil, a left maxilla or upper jawbone. Explained study, author, that guy, Kohei Tanaka. Among theropod dinosaurs, the size of the maxilla can be used to estimate the animal's size because it correlates with the femur length, a well-established indicator of body size. Also, funny enough, if you put your foot next to your forearm, it will be the same exact size. Whatever your foot size is the same size as your forearm. Thus, we were able to estimate that Ulubeksaurus uzbekistanesis had a mass of over 1,000 kilograms and was approximately 7.5 to 8 meters tall in length, greater than the length of a full-grown African elephant. Oh dear. Oh man, this size greatly exceeds that of any other carnivore known from Bisecti formation, including the small-sized Tyrannosauroid Tamerlingia from the same formation. Therefore, the newly named dinosaur likely topped the food web in its early late Cretaceous ecosystem. The genus namesake is fittingly regal. Ulugbeg-saurus is named for Ulugh-Beg, the 15th century mathematician, astronomer, and sultan of the Timurid Empire of Central. Whoa! Nice! The species is named for the country where the fossil is discovered. I would say so. Yes. I gathered that. Can we have a pic? Can we have the pic? Ooh. Ooh, no, ooh. Simple, but creepy. Ooh. Nice. Who was this? That is not a Ulugh-Beg-saurus. I refuse to accept that. So this is the only one we have. This is the only fossil we have? Dang. What? Okay. Before the late Cretaceous, Carcharodontosaurians had, like Ulugh-Beg-saurus, disappeared from the Paleocontinent and included Central Asia. This disappearance is thought to have been related to the rise of Tyrannosauroids as apex predators, but this transition has mainly remained poorly understood because of the scarcity of the relevant fossils. Yeah, that does make sense. It's an important gap in the fossil record that has just been found, says Professor Yoshitsugu Kobayashi at the Hokkaido University Museum, as one of the latest surviving Carcharodontosaurians in Laurasia. This large predator's coexistence with a smaller Tyrannosauroid reveals important constraints on the transition of the apex predator niche in the late Cretaceous. Pretty good. Let's go further. What do you think about that? That was kind of weird. Newly described horned dinosaur from New Mexico was the earliest of its kind. With a frilled head and a beaked face, go bok bok. Menophiceratops, Coelei, lived 82 million years ago, predating its relative, the Triceratops. The newly described horned dinosaur that lived in New Mexico 82 million years ago is one of the earliest known ceratopsid species. Oh dear. Palsy is frilled. Wait. Ceratopsid group known. Oh yeah, frilled with the thing on top of its head. Yeah. I was thinking like Dilophosaurus. Menophiceratops. That's kind of a weird name. Adds important information to scientists' understanding of the evolution of ceratopsid dinosaurs, which are characterized by horns and frills. Ooh, look at that. There has been a striking increase in our knowledge of ceratopsid diversity during the past 2 decades, says Dodson. Much of that has resulted from discoveries farther north, from Utah to Alberta. Albertosaurus. Utah raptors. It is particularly exciting that this find so far south is significantly older than any previous ceratopsid discovered. It underscores the importance of the Menophi dinosaur fauna. Menophi. Not talking about the Pokemon, are you? For the understanding of the evolutionary line of late Cretaceous dinosaur faunas during western North America. The fossil specimen is a new species, including multiple bones from one individual, was originally discovered in 1996 by Paul Seeley, a research associate of the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science, in Cretaceous rocks of the Menophi Formation in northwestern New Mexico. A field crew from the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science collected the specimen. Tom Williamson, son of William, of the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science, briefly described it the following year, and recent research on other ceratopsid dinosaurs and further preparations of the specimen shed important new light on the fossils. The genus name, Menophiceratops, refers to rock formation in which it was discovered, the Menophi Formation, and to the group that which the species is a part, Ceratopsidae. Yay! The species name Coelei honors Seeley, who unearthed the specimen. Species name is Coelei. Menophiceratops is related to, but predates, Triceratops, the most famous of all the ceratopsids. Ceratopsids are better known from various localities in western North America during the late Cretaceous, near the end of the time of the dinosaurs, like the T-Rex. But anyway, let's see. Lower jaws, forearm, hind limbs, pelvis, vertebrae, and ribs. It was preserved. Those bones not only show the animal is unique among known dinosaur species, but also provides additional clues to its life history. For example, the fossils show evidence of a potential pathology resulting from a minor injury or disease on at least one of the vertebrae near the base of its spinal column. Oh, there. That's a diseased dino. Don't release more pandemics into the air, please. That would be awful. Some of the key features that distinguish Menophiceratops from other horned dinosaurs involve the bone that make up the sides of the dinosaur's frill, known as the squamosal. What is squamosal? The squamous portion of the temporal lobe, or bone, sorry, it's thinking brain stuff, especially when it's forms a separate bone which in mammals articulates the lower jaw. Squamous. I'm a squamous image. Squamous cell. No, we're not, no. What? Somebody pour bleach in my eyes. I don't want to look at that again. Squamous. Don't look it up. Don't look it up, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, okay, well, yeah. Ecosystem Southwestern United States, blah, blah, and this is all the credits. Yes, we're going to the next one. Squamous. The new ancient shark discovered. Yeah, that doesn't have a squamous, does it? This rare fossil finds comes from the Kimmer Ridge Clay Formation in England, a series of sedimentary rocks that was formed in a shallow tropical subtropical sea. Tropical, subtropical, why do you add both at the same time? If it can't be tropical if it's subtropical. Does that make sense? See, during the Upper Jurassic, about 150 million years ago. The fossil shark skeleton was found more than 20 years ago on the southernmost coast of England and is now held in the Etches collection. Additional fossil shark specimens from it will be investigated in the years to come. During the time of their due to their lifelong tooth replacement, shark teeth are among the most common vertebrae found. What am I reading? Due to their lifelong tooth replacement, shark teeth are among the most common vertebrate finds encountered in the fossil record. The low preservation potential of their poorly mineralized cartilaginous skeletons, on the other hand, prevents fossilization of completely preserved specimens in most cases. The new study, published in the Journal of Peerage and led by Sebastian Stumpf. What a name. Stumpf. Squamous Stumpf. Somebody use that in a novel, please. Squamous Stumpf. It'll be so great. From the University of Vienna. Vienna sausages, I like those. Now presents the fossil skeleton of a new ancient shark from the Kimmeridge Clay Formation of England. You've already told us this. The new shark fossil, which is about 150 million years old, is assigned to a previously unknown genus of species of Habodontiform sharks named Dernonivariodis. Oh, come on. Dernonivariodis. Variotis. How do you pronounce that? Donovaria. Okay, I guess I'll... Maps, no. What are you doing? Image. What does it look like? Oh, it looks like this. This is a person. This is a normal shark. Holy crapple. Is that the bone? Is that the fish? Cool. That's a huge animal, you know? That could eat 2 people whole. It's as big as a whale. Habodontiform sharks are one of the most species-rich groups of extinct sharks and represent the closest relatives to modern sharks. They first appeared during the late Devonian, about 361 million years ago, and went extinct together with dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous, about 66 million years ago. The new genus and species Dernonvarioidis maceae, what a mouthful, differs from all other previously described Habodontiform sharks, including those that are characterized by having the similarly shaped teeth. Dernonavaria represents an important source of information for better understanding the diversity of sharks in the past, as well as new interpretations of the evolution of Habodontimorph sharks, whose relationships are still poorly understood even after more than 150 years of research. Holy crap, you've been researching these things for 150 years? That's over half of America's lifetime. That's over the half of the United States of America's lifetime. There's other things in America than just the United States. I should remember that. The scientific importance of this formation is very good. The scientific importance of this place is exceptional. for people and skeletons and blah. Next, new duck-billed dinosaur discovered in Nihon. Oh, paleontologists find a second hadrosaurid species. Second. Summary. An international team of paleontologists has identified a new genus and species of hadrosaur and duck-billed dinosaur. Yamatosaurus Izanagi. Yamatosaurus? You mean Yamato? That's my Japanese food restaurant in town. Yamatosaurus, huh? Izanagi. Izanagi is their main god. It was the guy. It was the guy who had a wife, who was the mother of all monsters, I think. Oh, you just put an extra I on the end and it's automatically a dinosaur. Yeah, this guy. The sky. Oh, that's pretty. Wait, that's a Corythosaurus over there. What is with those hands? What the heck is that? This looks like what was it called? Whoa! What is this? Cool. Not the point. What was it? Corythosaurus? No, that's this. I don't know. Hadrosaurs look all the same sometimes. Let's just face it. On one of Japan's southern islands, it's where it was found. The fossilized discovery yields new information about hadrosaur migration, suggesting that the herbivores migrated from Asia to North America instead of vice versa. Oh yeah, the ice bridge. No, wait a minute. The ice bridge was created far after the dinosaurs, when man roamed the earth. I'm not lying about that. Wait, was the ice bridge before or after? Could it have been before? Giant ice bridge. Humans crossed the Bering Land Bridge. Okay, it's called a Bering Land Bridge. Bering Land Bridge. Time period. The Bering Land Bridge is a postulated route of human migration 20,000 years ago. But when did it form? An open corridor through the North America before around 12. What is this? YBP? What is YBP? For the airport. What is YBP? Before present. Years before present. Oh, I get it. Beringia. Okay. It only formed 2.5 million years ago, though. It wouldn't have been around since then. It would have been part of Pangea, too, right? There wasn't like a bridge crossing from the far East Asia all the way around to North America, was it? Or what would be North America? Or am I confusing things? The East would have been East in Pangea, not the middle part of Pangea, right? I'm confusing myself. Anyway, not the point. The discovery also illustrates an evolutionary step as the giant creatures evolved from walking upright to walking on all fours, just like cows. Yamatosaurus. I see. A new basal hadrosaur, Dinosauria ornithocytia. Ornithomimus. Ornithosaurus or Ornithomimus? Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. An Ornithomimus. From the latest Cretaceous Kitayama formation in Japan implies the origin of hadrosaurids was recently published in scientific reports. Authors include these people. Yeah, go people. Hadrosaurs, known for their broad, flat snoots, are the most commonly found in all of dinosaurs. 65 million years ago. Oh, dang. That's only like 63 million years before the land bridge was created. Fossilized remains have been found in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Uniquely adapted to chewing leaves and not meat. Hadrosaurs had hundreds of closely spaced teeth in their cheeks. Cheeky wickies. As their teeth wore down and fell out, new teeth in a dental battery, or rows of teeth below existing teeth, grew in as replacements. Hadrosaurs' efficient ability to chew vegetation is among the factors that led to the diversity, abundance, and widespread population, researchers say. The Yamatosaurus dental structure distinguishes itself from other known hadrosaurs. I'm adding language in there because that's what makes sense in my head. I'm sorry. Unlike other hadrosaurs, he explains the new hadrosaur has just one functional tooth in several battery positions, and no branched ridges in the chewing surfaces, suggesting that it evolved to devour different types of vegetation than other hadrosaurs. So what you're saying is it evolved to eat pine cones whole. Chunky. It's also distinguished in its shoulder and forelimbs, an evolutionary step in hadrosaurid's gait change from bipedal to quadrupedal dinosaur, he says.
In the far north, where much of our work occurs, hadrosaurs
are known for their caribou of the Cretaceous. Ooh, caribou! Japan is mostly covered with vegetation, with few outcrops for fossil hunting. The help of amateur fossil hunters has been very important, just like everybody else says. Oh yeah. Yamatosaurus is the second new species of hadrosaurid that Kobayashi and Fiorillo have identified in Japan. In 2019, they reported the discovery of the largest dinosaur skeleton found in Japan, another hadrosaurid, Kamuisaurus. Kamuisaurus. Kamui. Where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, the golden Kamui. Spiritual or divine being in Ainu mythology, a term denoting a supernatural entity composed of or possessing spiritual energy. The Ainu people have many myths about the Kamui, passed down from oral tradition and rituals. The golden Kamui, that's what I was thinking of because it's an anime and it's actually really good. A bit historical. Anyway, well that's cool. That's very cool. On to the next one, and it's the final one. Say your hopes and prayers in the comments. Leave a like and never forget. Forget to not forget. Tiny cat-sized Stegosaurus leaves its mark. Cat-sized, huh? A single footprint left by a cat-sized dinosaur around 100 million years ago has been discovered in China by an international team of paleontologists. Well, looky here. China's University of Beijing of Geosciences. Geosciences. Earth science. Yeah. It's just like an overarching thing to say paleontologists or Earth. I don't know. Geology. That's it. This footprint was made by a herbivorous armored dinosaur known broadly as a stegosaur. The family of dinosaurs that includes the famed Stegosaurus, also named after it. Like the Stegosaurus, the little dinosaur probably had spikes on its tail and bony plates along its back as an adult, with a footprint of less than 6 centimeters. This is the smallest Stegosaur footprint known in the world. Also, did you know that Kentrosauruses, the ones with Kentrosauruses, the ones with the really sharp things on its back. Yeah, those. These are not related to Stegosauruses at all. They were entirely on different parts of the world and they just evolved that way. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Kind of like how birds are evolved to fly, yet bats aren't birds, yet they can fly. Essentially the same. That's a name. There's a name for that. I forgot what it's called. I don't remember. But you get what I'm saying. It's in the contrast with other stegosaur prints found at the Chinese track site, which measured up to 30 centimeters, and prints found in places like Broome in Western Australia, where they can be up to 80 centimeters. The tiny footprint has similar characteristics of other stegosaur footprints in 3 short, wide, round toe impressions. My brain is slowly churning, because would that not mean they would have, I don't know, this it's probably wrong, but it would allude to that a stegosaur would have essentially a migration period, much like the salmon. You know, born somewhere, migrate, and then come back for the hanky pancakes, give birth to eggs, and then go off somewhere to die? Because the 30 centimeters in China and the 80 centimeters in Australia allude to the fact that they stayed there until they grew up or traveled while they're growing up. I have no idea. Of course, that's just a theory. Maybe I want to stick with that theory. Maybe I just need to I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think about that. I have no idea. However, researchers found the print wasn't elongated like larger counterpart prints discovered at the track sites, which suggests the young stegosaur had a different behavior. You mean like stepping behavior or foot behavior? Like, oh, I prefer chocolate over vanilla. That's not a good behavior. No offense. Stegosaurs typically walked on their heels on the ground, much like humans do, but with all fours, which creates long footprints. The tiny track shows that this dinosaur had been moving with its heel lifted off the ground, much like a bird or a cat does today. We've only previously seen shortened tracks like this when dinosaurs walked on two legs. No, that's not what it's alluding to, is it? No, it's not. It can't be. Associate Professor Sheen said that it was plausible young stegosaurs were toe walkers. This could be all possible, as this is the ancestral condition and a posture of most dinosaurs, but the stegosaur could also have transitioned to heel walking as it got older. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. A complete set of tracks of these tiny footprints would provide us with the answer to this question, but unfortunately, we only have a single footprint. Oh dear. Finding the tiny tracks on crowded track sites will be challenging for the researchers. The footprints made by tiny armored dinosaurs are much rarer than those formed with other groups of dinosaurs. Now that our study has identified 9 different dinosaur track sites from this locality, we will look even closer to see if we can find more of these tiny little chicken tracks. Or kitty tracks. That's as much information as I'm going over today. So, why don't you click the like button, click the subscribe button, and if you like this sort of style of video, go ahead and place down in the comments about what you might want to see news about next time. Science or some type of theory, I don't know, but just remember, I love you and catch it next time. Bye-bye!